Still as crappy as I remember.
What are you doing here? I don't have any more money for you.
Yeah, clearly, old man. I'm going to be getting married.
Well, that's sudden.
My fiance is the CEO of a big-time food maker. You know, I basically scored me a golden egg.
That's cool. And?
Don't come.
What?
I don't want a cheap knockoff father to come.
Knock off, father? Are you talking about me?
Who the hell else? Poor knockoff dads aren't invited.
Trouble Busters!
Damn it. Lousy ass broke piece of oh shit, old man.
I said call me dad, damn it!
Shut the hell up. I'm never gonna call you dad, you red balding piece of shit.
You wait right there!
Shut up, shut up, shut up!
You apologize for trying to take my money!
Oh, sorry.
This isn't the first or second time you've stolen money from my wallet, is it?
Shut the hell up. I'm just using it for food, dumbass.
Food? If you're hungry, then I've got food for you in the kitchen!
I don't want your shitty ramen. You barely make any money and you're trying to act almighty and lecture me? I'm gonna get the hell out of this house as soon as I graduate. I hope you rot and die alone.
Sarah! My name is Alan. I run a ramen store that has been in the red for a while now. The one I just argued with was my daughter-in-law, Sarah. Her parents, my brother and his wife, passed in a car accident when she was around 3. I took her in to take care of her. My parents have both passed and no one wants to take her in, so we've been this way for 8 years now. I'm sure she's still dragging that incident on.
I hate you. I don't want to see you anymore.
Sorry, Sarah. My fault that you can't do what you want.
I don't want to move schools. Help me, Dad.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
If you were my real dad, you would have helped me. You're not helping me, so you're not my real dad.
I'm so sorry, Sarah. I wanted to do something about it too. I wanted to make sure she could keep going to her private school, but I had $200,000 of debt, so I couldn't do that. She fought tooth and nail to not move, but she eventually gave in. She can't choose her parents. I couldn't care for her how I wanted to.
You're a thief. Why am I a thief? You know what we're talking about. The Christmas party last year. You broke Yasmin's expensive vase at her house and haven't paid her for it. People who don't pay for things they broke are basically thieves. My dad did that. I didn't do that. I didn't do anything wrong. Then your dad is the thief and you're a thief's daughter. Oh, thief family. I'd like a bowl of ramen, please.
Welcome, Helen. You can sit anywhere.
Hey, Ellen.
Sorry, I'm all right. I just felt a little dizzy. Sucks getting older, huh?
You worked too hard. Does Sarah not help out?
We don't have a healthy relationship, so...
Why? The reason you took out loans and basically collapsed is because of Sarah.
I'm not her real father, and I've never had a child of my own, but I think that a real father would defend his daughter, no?
Alan.
Just a little longer, a little more. I've been repeating that phrase for almost 10 years now. Sarah had gone to college and found a job. She's about to get married. I'm about to be done acting as a father now. I'm all torn up from working so hard, and I can only really serve during lunch, but whew. Paid off my loans. Sarah's going to get married, and I finally don't have to worry about raising her. Hello?
Yo, old man, how are you doing?
Sarah? It's been so long. How are you doing?
No, your stupid old store is what I'm interested in.
What?
Stop asking and take a look, dumbass. There are a lot of people around, and oh, look at that. A fire truck.
What? Fire truck?
It's a huge blaze. Your shitty little store is a bonfire.
You're lying! My store is on fire? How is that possible? I'm gonna believe it when I see it. Please, just be a lie. Please. Oh no. Oh my god. Why?
It's gotta be because you're getting old and senile.
Sarah!
That's what you get for running this shitty poor ramen restaurant. Karma is a bitch, huh? You've always dragged me down. You're the most useless, pseudo-father-like stranger.
Did you light the store on fire?
What? What did you just say?
I'm asking if you set the store on fire!
What? You have proof or something?
Proof?
The firefighter said that the fire started in the kitchen. Basically, you left without turning off the stove. That's totally your fault. Don't blame me.
That's not possible. It's not possible.
This is reality, old man. You better come to terms with it. You have insurance on this place though, right? You're gonna use that money for my wedding and not rebuild this lousy place. This is your chance to really repay me after 25 years of being useless. I can't choose who my dad is. It really sucked. You broke a friend's vase and took out insane loans. Because of you, I had to move schools. My real dad left me money for school. You used all that money on paying off the vase. It's your fault that I had a terrible childhood. My life completely changed. I was bullied by low-life morons, and that continued throughout my grade school.
I was wrong.
You finally figured it out, huh? It's too late now.
This was going to happen. I should have told you everything to begin with. Sarah, I was at the end of my patience and everything just cut out. Before I knew it, I was on a bed and Helen, with some of my other friends, were taking great care of me.
Here, have an apple.
Thank you, Helen.
Sarah hasn't checked on you?
Yeah, she just took the money from the insurance and disappeared. You and the police are the only ones that have come to check on me.
How are you gonna let this happen?
I don't care. I'm tired. I'm not a real father, but I did my best to give her love.
Helen.
Sometimes people don't understand that, though. Alan, you're a little too kind. You could even say naive. Raising a child is tough, huh? Not that I would know.
What are you going to do after you get out?
I think I can't run that store anymore, so I'm hoping a different ramen place will hire me.
Hire you? You can only work days, though, with how beat up your body is.
Yeah, I know. Reality's a bitch, huh? Oh, then I've got an idea. What? Wait, this is great, Theo! Right? An old friend of mine ran this place till about 3 months ago. He retired and the place has been vacant ever since.
This is great. You can run your ramen store here.
Yeah, thank you, Theo. Thank you, Helen. Thank you guys so much.
Oh, hush. We gotta help each other out.
Exactly. I'd lost Sarah, but I have friends. People who come save me when it's crunch time. People I call trouble busters. How's about 15% of your sales for rent, huh?
Tim.
I opened up my ramen shop. Second generation Allen's Ramen. The sales weren't any different really from the first generation, but since I was now alone, I didn't have to worry about anything too much. Then one day, I found myself talking to someone I never thought I'd talk to again.
Your store is nicer, but you're still poor.
What do you want? I don't have any more money.
I can tell by looking, old man. Here, a souvenir.
You're giving me pasta knowing full well I'm a ramen store? You want to pick fights? Go somewhere else.
Oh, that's fine. Try it. It's really good.
Food Park.
Yeah, the company that my fiance owns. I'm going to marry a CEO.
This is the first time I heard about this.
Because this is the first time I told you. I don't want a knockoff dad coming to the wedding.
Knockoff dad?
Yeah, you're a knockoff dad. This poor fake father isn't invited to the wedding.
You're going to go there?
Yeah, of course I am. Why do you think that I wouldn't? I told them that my father is dead and that I don't have a father.
I see. You're going to deny me raising you at all, huh? That's what you're saying?
Of course. Who would ever want to be your child, you dropout poor loser? You're the worst of the worst. You're just virtue signaling and trying to make yourself look good. Talk about dragging me down. If I had a better father, I never would have been bullied and things would have gone better. I wish you burned with that first store too.
I see. That's it then? There's no fixing this?
Oh, that moment has been gone for a long time.
Okay, I won't go.
Do not come under any circumstances.
Okay, you're gonna regret that. The second I heard her say those words, any relationship I had with her had disappeared. We never got along and maybe I wasn't a good dad, but I had raised her for 25 years. It was all fake. Hey, you've reached second generation Allen's Ramen. This is Alan.
You finally answered. Get to the wedding now.
What?
I don't know why, but my husband found out that I lied about your death and he's furious.
Sorry, who is this?
Stop messing around. You should be able to tell by my voice. I'm Sarah.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I think I know a few Sarahs. Sarah who?
Oh my god, you're pissing me off. Sarah that cut ties with you 3 months ago, Sarah. I'm in an emergency situation. I don't know why, but they found out that you were my father. They said that they didn't want to hear my excuses and that it was inexcusable for me to lie about my father that raised me. If he doesn't see you, then he's calling off the wedding.
Oh, sounds like your husband's a smart guy. I guess it makes sense how he's a CEO, huh?
Wait, did you do something?
What? I just said thanks for the pasta. It was on their front page. I sent them a letter that said I used to be your father and that I was happy to have the gift.
What? So you snitched?
Snitched on what? When someone gives you something, you thank them. It's a pretty common thought, and I am your ex-dad, so I'm not lying. If anything, you're the one that's lying about me being dead.
Whatever, just get here. He might even call off the engagement.
Call off the engagement, huh? I hope that's all that happens.
What?
Thanks for coming by.
Sure. You're positive you don't want me going in?
It's okay. This is between Sarah and I.
there he is. I have to explain everything with you present, or he won't agree to anything.
Hello, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Mr. Allen. I'm so sorry for calling you out of the blue like this. Oh, it's all right. I heard this is apparently quite the mess my ex-daughter has gotten herself into. I heard from Sarah. Apparently, you took her in because her parents passed and you used up what they left behind for your mistake. Is that correct?
You remember the vase from elementary school? I'm not gonna let you say that you don't remember.
Because of that, she was apparently forced to move from a private school to a public school and her life was screwed up. If that's the truth, I can understand why she would want to lie about your present, though I disagree with her decision to do so. So, my question to you is that true?
Hurry up and say yes, that it's true so you can go home. Mark and his parents, along with their relatives, are all here. They're all waiting.
Mr. Allen, the truth, if you don't mind. There's one thing that is correct, and everything else is true.
What? You're still going to lie about this? How much do you want to get in the way of my happiness? I don't blame her for saying I died because I'm a piece of shit good-for-nothing human. Just say that and get the hell out of here.
I said one point was correct. The part that is correct is that the parents are responsible for their kid. It means that I'm responsible for the $200K vase being broken at her friend's house. With the way that you're phrasing that sentence, sir, it sounds like it wasn't you who had broken the vase. Yes, she was the one that broke the vase.
What? How dare you lie?
I'm not lying, but you don't recognize that you broke the vase. Well, we all saw it happen. The second you walked past the vase, your knee hit the stand it was on before it wobbled, and after you ran past it, it shattered.
You're lying. No one is going to believe your shitty story.
If you think I'm lying, ask the truth. You'll hear the same story from every single person that saw it. I didn't want you to think that you did it. I knew you didn't do it on purpose, and I didn't want you to feel responsible for breaking a several $100,000 vase. That sounds quite different from the story that I heard from Sarah. What you're saying is true, Mr. Allen, and you did that to protect Sarah from guilt, which makes you a wonderful father. I don't know if I'm wonderful. A really wonderful father would have been better prepared and had insurance.
No, Mark, that's not true. This man is just saying that because he needed an excuse to use my parents' money. I heard that they had $500K in savings. He still should have had over $300K left, even after the vase. He used that for his stupid ramen shop.
That's not true either, Sarah.
What's not true? These are all facts.
I don't know who told you, but your father, my brother, and his wife had no money. They had no savings at all. You can talk to their accountant if you want to find out for yourself. Then how did you pay for the vase at her private schooling while she was still attending private school? I paid for all of that with loans. Obviously, my store didn't make much money. I wanted to keep everything going without change, but I'm just a simple store owner. I can't pay off several $100,000 of debt with just a ramen shop. I had to make her give up on her private school.
But why didn't you just tell me? You could have told me at any time.
I didn't want you to feel guilty. I was your father. We're not anymore. You can hate me. You can even cut ties with me. Damn it, Sarah.
Huh?
There was one thing that you did to me that I couldn't forgive you for. You know what that is?
Not forgive me? That I said you were dead?
That's something that I personally hated, not something I can't forgive.
Then what is it? I don't know.
You're the one that set fire to my previous ramen store.
What? Set fire? What the hell are you saying? That was your fault for not turning off the fire while you were getting the food ready. Don't blame me.
I didn't turn off the stove. Don't be an idiot. You may not know because you didn't give a rat's ass about the store, but after I injured myself, I have never run the store during the afternoon. The flames started around 5 p.m. There is no way that the fire would have started since I'd already shut off all the gas to the kitchen.
You don't know that. You might have accidentally forgotten to turn the fire off after you closed up and...
That the fire would have started way sooner. The fire started in the kitchen after I closed up shop. The only people that could possibly do something that leads to a fire are the two people that have keys to the store. You or me.
That's not true. It could have been someone else.
I thought about that, and I've already eliminated that as a potential. Sorry to break the news to you, but the police have already come to the conclusion that you are the most likely suspect behind the flame. And they came to me to talk about it, but it never went any further. Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I don't know at all.
Because I told them that I didn't put the fire out. I did the same thing as I did before with the vase. I covered for you because I was your father.
But...
Luckily, my store was the only place to burn. Would have been worse if it had spread.
Then you'll leave it alone, right? Just like when you covered for me with the vase? You're my dad, so you'll cover for me, right?
Are you serious right now? Why the hell do I have to cover for some random pyromaniac that cut ties with me? I'm going to the police to tell them everything. You can think about what you've done behind bars. Arson isn't taken lightly. How dare you? It's already bad that you set fire to the store. You didn't bother to think about what could have happened if your father was still in the store? She did. She thought it would have been fine if I had died. That's what she told me.
I
I did not say that.
I cannot believe you! How rotten are you?
No, Mark, that's not. I really was just insane at the time, and...
That's not going to fly! Sarah, this whole thing is off! I cannot marry a felon!
No, wait, hang on. Dad, please. I apologize for everything. Please don't call the cops. I'm going to get married. I'm going to be rich. I can be happy. Why are you getting in the way? You don't need to tell the police. Oh, really think about what I've done. Please don't tell them.
No, you need to understand that actions have consequences.
No, please. Please forgive me.
This is how we had completely cut ties with each other as daughter and father. The wedding was called off, and Mark called off the engagement. Sarah was arrested and sentenced to 5 years in prison for arson. Although she was my daughter, I was heavily chewed out by the police as covering up a crime. It's just as bad as the crime itself. This is really a lose-lose situation. I'm so tired. Great job. What are you having? I'll have some tea, thanks. So, have you seen her in prison? No, she doesn't want to see me. That's pretty tough. After that whole thing, I just think about things I could have done differently. That's normal. There's not one single parent who raises their kids perfectly. That's why parents always have headaches. The part that you went wrong is that you decided everything on your own. The vase, the savings, all of that. You only looked at yourself and not enough at Sarah. Kids hate when their parents only think there's one way there is to things and that's it. You should have felt that way when you were a kid too. You're spot on and that hurts. 5 years later, when Sarah gets out, you just need to be a father that can tell her anything and she can tell anything too. That's why you fought so hard this time around. You reap what you sow. Afterwards, I drank heavily. I went home and passed out. When I had woken up, there was a single letter sent to me. It was Sarah.
It has been almost 6 months since I left. I know it's too late, but I realize how much you've done for me and how much I've hurt you with words and actions. I even took your store from you, but you kept begging and arguing for a reduced sentence in court for me. I cannot say thank you and sorry enough. I'm sorry for making you go through the experience of putting your own daughter in prison. If I am able to make up for my sins, I would love to come out and see you again. I am so sorry for everything I've done. Thank you. Take care and stay healthy, Sarah.
Sarah, I can't forgive you for everything you've done, but let's take our time and figure things out. We will figure it out. I hate you and love you, my daughter. Trouble Busters!